Hi, you guys. I'm going to wait just a couple minutes for a few more people to join. Thank you so much for the couple that have so far. Thank you so much for the hearts already, you guys. You're awesome. Okay, we've got a few. Just as long as we have a few, I guess that's all that matters. Thank you guys so much for joining. I'm Christine with Sunny Bunny Gardens, and today is Soapy Saturday, where I'm going to be cutting the soap that I made yesterday. Hello from Australia. Yay. Yeah, please let me know where you are watching from. I absolutely love doing that. I totally forgot my notes. I always forget something. It seems like I always forget something before I go live. I've been making a list of my viewers' names with their handles don't have their names in it, so I can try to start remembering people's names. Hello from Jamaica, BLXC, Missouri. I used to live in Missouri as a kid. Love my background. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just a little bit of kind of my rustic vibe that I like. Washington, Philly. Hey, you guys are all over the place. Awesome. How about you, TikTokers? Where are you guys? Let me know. Let me know. I want to see it. So I am streaming on Instagram and TikTok. So hopefully everything will go. Colorado, Washington. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining, you guys. Hopefully we'll have a good live today. I've got 16 loaves to cut that I made yesterday. I did a batch of bay rum and I did a batch of smoked birch and amber. So two of my men's bars. I usually don't uh, do two men's on the same day. I usually try to change it up, but it just so happened that these are what needed to be restocked this week. And I did not have a great soaping day yesterday with bay rum. It did not behave well at all. I'm really, really disappointed. So we'll see how it looks when I cut it. I definitely don't care for how the top came out. I'm really hoping to be able to still salvage this batch. It did not behave well. Do I ever make too much soap that doesn't sell? I'm actually knocking on wood. Lucky. I always sell what I make. Hey, Line, thank you so much for joining. Um, I guess I'm just kind of lucky that way, maybe. Do I sometimes have soap that doesn't sell as quickly as others? Sure, that happens. I would say probably the one bar that just comes to mind that doesn't sell as quickly as the hemp and aloe, but that's an unscented bar. So I think that's why I at least try to, or at least I wanted to have at least one bar that's unscented, because there are people out there that don't like scents in their soaps. But yet the majority of everything else always sells pretty quickly because they have scents. What happened to the batch? Yeah, my bay rum totally accelerated, like absolutely, like devastatingly. It accelerated so bad. If you are not a soap maker, you probably don't know what I mean. So let me explain. Um, when you're making soap, you have like a batter. We call it soap batter. And sometimes certain ingredients will make that batter start to get firm or hard very quickly, like before you even get it into the mold. And so that's called accelerating. And that happened to me really bad yesterday, to where I literally was scooping from my bowl with my hand and slamming it into the mold and pressing it down and trying to squeeze it in there, and then just had to just kind of scrape the top and scrape the top just to try to even it out. So yeah, right now looking at the molds, don't look pretty at all. It's a men's bar, so I know it doesn't need to be as pretty, because the men's bar usually, the guys don't care. But it doesn't have the look that it usually does. So I'm really disappointed in that. And I'm thinking that I'm going to really need to possibly look into a different brand of the fragrance oil, because this is now, I think, the third time that this has happened. And it seems like it's just getting worse and worse. Do I typically use cold process or hot process? Yoga by Andrea, I do only cold process soap making. I've never done hot process, so I actually don't know a ton about that way of making soap. Hi, Sarah. Happy Soapy Saturday to you too. Thank you so much for coming back. So yeah, so I'm not too familiar with the hot process method as I've never done it before. So I'm really hoping that the bay rum doesn't look as bad once I cut it, but we'll see. We'll see. As long as I feel that it's okay enough, I'll still sell it. If it looks just absolutely god awful, then I'll just sell them at a discount or something. But I know that it's still going to work great. It still smells incredible. So none of that changes, even through acceleration. It just means that it isn't quite as pretty as I would like to see it. So do I have an orange soap? Do you mean the color or the scent? Yes and yes. I do have several bars that have orange in them, but I also have the citrus sunflower soap actually has citrus essential oil. So if you're looking for a citrusy type of scent, I would go with the citrus sunflower. I can bring a bar over and show that to you if you want to see that. What is that? JT Tart. I can definitely show you the citrus sunflower bar. It's actually one of my, I really love that bar because it is citrusy and I totally dig citrus scents. And then I am going to have the citrus rose. It hasn't dropped yet. That's still on the cure rack, and that also has citrus essential oils in it. So that answers that. And today's Soapy Saturday, you guys, so that means coffee and my vegan donut. So I'm going to grab a bite because I was very lazy this morning, did not do my smoothie like I should have, so I'm kind of hungry. So I'm going to go ahead and take a quick bite and have a little bit of coffee, and then we'll get started. If you guys have seen me live, you know that I have a thing for vegan donuts. Sarah, where I get my vegan donuts is, excuse me. The donut bar, and I always like to let people know, yeah, Donut Bar has amazing vegan donuts. I'm just not sure if they're only local here in Southern California or if it's a franchise across the U.S. I'm not really sure. But I know that there's, I think, several of them, at least here in Southern California. And I've had vegan donuts from other places, and I will say that they're the best vegan donuts I've ever had. They literally make it to where you second guess that it's vegan. Because it tastes just like regular cake style donuts, and that's what they are, is cake style donuts. I can hear your dog. Oh, actually, that wasn't my dog, that was my neighbor's dog. My neighbor's dogs are very loud. But my girl sometimes will bark too. So, but I'll let you know if it's my girl. But that wasn't my girl. Okay. So, as I'm talking with my mouth full, which is totally disgusting, let me take a sip, wash this down, and let's start on molding. There's nothing better than a swig of hot coffee right after you've eaten a donut. Something about the flavor of donuts and coffee, it's just yummy to my tummy. Okay, let me get my gloves on, and I'm actually so happy because it is surprisingly nice and cool this morning, so I am anticipating being able to get my gloves on with no problem, since my hands swell in the heat, and sometimes I can't even get these things on, but yay, they got on. Yeah, it's going to actually only be like in the low 90s today, so I'm grateful for a little bit of a reprieve, even though that's miserably hot too. But for us, that's actually kind of cool. All right, thank you guys so much, everyone that's joined. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to unmold and cut Sarah, okay, so what I'm doing today is the smoked birch and amber, which is a men's bar, and then I'm also doing the bay rum, which is also a men's bar. And if you didn't hear, the bay rum did not behave well at all. So I'm a little nervous about what the cut is going to look like on the bay rum. It accelerated like crazy. It was a messy, messy endeavor for that bar. So I'm hoping that it will still look okay. The smoked birch and amber has a tendency to behave poorly as well, but it didn't do too bad. So I was able to get it in the mold. It's a simple two-color swirl where I use, what do I use in this one? I use cocoa powder and turmeric for a little bit of a kind of a light brown and orangey swirl. And this is, like I said, smoked birch and amber. And the birch, oh, I forgot, what did I do? I forgot a towel. Oh, I forgot because I need to wipe my hands. Oh, damn it. Okay, I guess I'll just use a paper towel. Yeah, that, I got a little too much soap on my hands. Okay. So the birch fragrance oil, or not, I'm sorry, birch essential oil has, it behaves very, very bad. But thankfully, I don't have as much of that oil in this bar to try to help with the acceleration. So, but it's one that I have to still watch very closely when I'm making it. The bay rum, on the other hand, this is now the third time that I've had trouble with it, and I'm going to probably have to look for a different brand of bay rum fragrance oil because I'm getting freaking tired of having to deal with this. And I didn't used to have the same problem, and I'm trying to remember why I changed brands on the bay rum. And I can't remember if it's, so I gotta go look into that or I'm dropping it. I don't like, I'm to the point where I don't like dealing with problems. Where do I like to get my fragrance oils? Different places. I get all my fragrance and essential oils from New Directions. I really like New Directions. I also order from Wholesale Supplies Plus, which, you know, their brand of Crafter's Choice, and Brambleberry. But there's actually a lot of really good suppliers. Nurture Soap does, that's where I get my loaf molds from. They do fragrance oils. There's a ton of places out there. So, but the ones that I mentioned are the ones that I use, that I've been happy with. Even though, like I said, the bay rum is something I need to look into. You know, finding a different brand that doesn't. I don't put that against the company that I got it from. You know, it's just the oil itself is naughty. It's just naughty. It doesn't play nice. And I like things that like to play nice. Thank you for your videos and sharing your thoughts. Oh, well, thank you, gal. I appreciate you coming on. Midwest Fragrance Company is also made. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Okay. Midwest Trading. Midwest Fragrance Company. Oh, okay. Cool. See, it's always good to find, you know, new vendors, especially with the rising costs of everything now. The time you have to spend just cost and pricing everything out is ridiculous. I am doing great. How are you, Acrylic Creative Studio? And as I say that name out loud, let me go pull out my list. See, I'm starting to, I think, remember some, hold on, you guys, I forgot my list. Because why does that, you sound familiar? Oh, I don't have you down, but yet you sound familiar. Have you been on my lives before? I'm trying to find people's names and write them down so that I can call you by your name and not your handle. So let me know if you want me to know your name. I'll write it down to try to remember so that we can talk like normal people and say names and not handles. Unless your handle says your names. Those are always nice and easy. Janny. Yeah, see, Janny. Maybe, I bet that's, I don't know, why does that sound familiar? I think, but yet I don't. I wonder, did I forget to write you down? Okay, hold on. Because I really want to learn. Okay, so it was, right, acrylic, yeah. Sorry, you guys. I am just, trying to studio. And JT Tart is Lee. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because, yeah, let's know people's names so that, I'm not calling you a handle. Because we're people. We're not handles. I mean, some of us are tools, but, that's different. Oh, I'm just being stupid. Okay. We're getting there with getting this all unmolded. Yeah, my soap's a little messy. It was a cool night last night. Melanie, yeah, I don't have you. Hold on. Melanie is Toffee House, all right. Yeah, I think I think we follow each other, Toffee House. That your business name sounds familiar too. But it was cooler last night than it's been, so I think that's another reason why I'm a little softer. The molds, the loaves are a little softer. And that's right too. I don't do a water discount on these two. That's also why. Because they move quickly, and I know that if I have a recipe that moves quickly, like the smoked birch and amber moves quickly, and the bay rum is just an asshole. So I don't do water discounts on those because I would probably not even be able to get them in the mold at all if I did a water discount. So, but I don't like asshole soaps. So Eiley, I'm sorry, Eiley, not Lee. Eiley. Thank you, because I thought maybe I didn't read that right. Hi, Patricia. Thank you so much. East Village Soap, thank you so much for joining. Please let me know if you have any questions. Your muscle is good. Oh, my music. Oh, my God. I'm thinking, oh, girl, I don't have any muscle. My music is good. Thank you. I figured on Soapy Saturdays, I'll probably, kind of stick to the, kind of classic rock or maybe, pop or something. But on Thursdays, my lives, that's disco. That's disco night. So I think I'm kind of liking doing that, kind of sticking to one type of music on one live and another type of music on another. Because the disco is just so much fun. Love the disco. Okay, let me pull out the cutter. I'm moving fast. I feel like I'm a little bit on speed. Do you prefer these smaller molds to larger? If so, and why? Do you mean, because these are 5-pound molds, so these aren't small, but I think what you're meaning is like slab molds, like the big slab molds. God, you can totally see my spot. I was hoping that, see, if I can see it, you can see it. I got a little bit of makeup on my shirt when I got ready this morning, and I was hoping that I could get it off, and now that's all my eyes are just like zeroing in on that. Damn it. I think you're talking about slab molds, and I've never used one. I think that they're most likely awesome, and you never would have noticed until I just said, look at me, right? I know, that's, I just assume if I see it, everybody sees it. So slab molds, I think are actually great, and I have thought about getting one or transitioning, but I have 16 5 pound molds, and just I'm going to be completely honest. The thought of investing capital right now into a different type of mold just doesn't really seem smart to me. Now, what I may do though is if I get to the point where I want to bump up my production another step, like if I, want to do another batch, like 3 batches in a day instead of 2 batches, 8 and 8, maybe getting, instead of getting 8 more 5 pound molds, maybe then getting slab molds and trying that. But that won't happen until I'm ready to say, okay, I'm ready to go another step up. And I just did this step less than a year ago. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes this year on with sticking with the 16. And then if I'm ready to make it more, and I'm able to get more done in a day as opposed without killing myself, or if I start producing more than once a week. I never okay. So now I just like made it so obvious, didn't I? Since because I can't help it. It just spills out of my mouth. I probably should have just kept my mouth shut, but I can't help myself sometimes. I just flab and I say whatever hits my brain. I don't know. Whatever you call that. That's me. That's me. I don't know when to shut up. Uh-oh. I think that, can you see? Okay, TikTokers, that phone seems to be able to see my, but I think the Instagram friends, is that a little bit better? I think that's a little bit better. You can see that. Okay. So, I think I need to get new gloves too. These things, look at that. It's already broken. I haven't even done anything. I guess I just got a really cheap set. Hold on, I just need a bite. Mm. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm. I love food that brings me joy like that. And vegan donuts bring me a lot of joy. Okay, now I'm going to cut. Let me swallow. Now I'm going to cut. Now, since I don't have any botanicals, on this, I'm going to go ahead and cut it just straight down because I don't need to worry about drag. And you soapers know what drag is. You non-soapers don't know probably what drag is. Most of my soaps have dried botanicals on the top. And when the wire cutter comes down on it, it can catch a botanical and then drag it through the bar. So I then cut it on its side, which helps make it to where it won't drag quite as much. But since I don't have botanicals, I'm going to go ahead and just do it the straight way, straight down, and cut it this way. Oh yeah, I could so tell the difference when I don't do a water discount. It's just like goes through like complete butter. Now, this bar is kind of strange. My smoked birch and amber. When I make this bar, this goes through so many different phases. This is the only bar I have that goes through so many different phases. When I first mix it, it turns the ugliest colors you can even imagine. I don't even know how. It's like the brown actually looks like this sickly tan color of death, and then the turmeric side, the orange side, turns like this really bright orange, which is actually kind of pretty. The smell is awful. When I first did it, I thought, oh my god, this is disgusting smelling. Then the day of cut, it looks kind of muddied. I want to say it looks kind of muddied. But now the scent is starting to get better. And it's just like, oh, yeah, okay. By the time this is done curing, you'll be able to see the swirls, and the scent has completely calmed, and it just smells really, really, it's very... This is the smoked birch and amber, in my opinion, is just a very masculine scent that smells really not seductive. Seductive probably isn't the right, but it is. It's really smooth and mild and you know, if you know what amber smells like, it's very heavy on the amber side. So I really do. I really love this scent of this, but it's just weird at how it morphs so many times during the making and then the curing, and then by the time it actually goes on the shelf, it just looks so much different. You have to go eat lunch. Okay, well, enjoy your lunch. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day. So like I said, this was one that I didn't think I would even continue making until it finished curing, and then I was like, "Oh right, I like this soap. I really do." So it's so weird, you know, the whole like chemical process of soap making. You don't always know what you're going to get until you're done. Okay. I guess I should also do my business part, you guys. Do my business part. Would love to see some hearts, some follows, some shares. Thank you. It really helps the algorithm to help my accounts grow. And I'm also going to start doing, when I do my lives, I'll start giving like special discounts, but only during the live. So I do have a discount going this morning that orders that are $30 or more get 10% off. So I put in the info for today's live the coupon code, and the link is in the bio. So okay, there, I did my business part. I don't like to push that. I don't know. That's just isn't me. I know that there's lots of people that do lives that's all they do is just, you know, constantly ask. I don't know. That makes me uncomfortable. That makes me uncomfortable. But I do love the hearts though. I appreciate those. Those always get me excited. All the hearts. I love seeing hearts. And feel free to shout out any questions too, because that's why I do this. I do this to not only just, you know, help all. Thank you guys. You're awesome. Thanks. You know, this isn't just for like soapers, because, you know, I realize that, you know, a lot of people don't know or understand what soap making, you know, is all about, and how handmade soap is so different than what you buy in the store. You use Summer Nights, grapefruit, rose, and such, a nice combination. Thanks, you rock the dog park. Oh, ready to rock the dog park. Oh, Nicole, are you going to the dog park? I think we might take our Daisy to the dog park today. Do I wear a mask at any point during the soap making process to avoid the fumes? Like 100% yes. I wear gloves, I wear goggles, and I wear a mask when I'm dealing with the lye. When I'm doing my lye mixture, I wear the mask, goggles, and gloves. But I take the mask off once the lye mixture is done, because then I don't have the fumes start to go away, and you know, I don't need the mask anymore. When I am mixing my batter, and when I'm actually doing the work, always wearing gloves and always wearing goggles. Now, you may see videos of me where I'm not wearing the goggles, but I'm like mixing. That's because I haven't added the lye yet. But once I have the lye in my hand, my goggles are on. So, but if the lye is still sitting, you know, behind me while I'm still getting my oils ready or whatever, I take the goggles off because I just don't like it. But I put them down as soon as I start mixing the lye, and then they don't get put back up until that batch is done. Then I'll put them back up, give my eyes a break, and do the next batch, and then put them back down once I'm starting to deal with lye again. You're going to a lake? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I want to take Daisy to a lake. I think she would like it. I think she would go get her paws wet. I don't think she would go in because she has a fear of water, and I'm so bummed about that. She has a fear of water and hoses, so I don't know what happened with her previous parents, but I have a feeling that she had some bad experiences with water and hoses. So even to this day, she's still very nervous. So you're welcome. Casey's cooking. What's you cooking? What do you cook, Casey? Hello, my favorite soaper. Hey, Cindy. You didn't almost recognize me? Oh, is it because my hair is down? I think when you were on with me that one time, I think was my hair down. Yeah. So when on Thursdays, because I'm just either fulfilling orders or doing like workshop stuff, I can have my hair down and I don't mind that. But if I'm like hands on dealing with the soap, especially making soap, your hair has to be up. Cutting soap, I still wear it up because the soap is still soft, and I just don't want to deal with hair that might fall in it or anything. And I am definitely a shedder. I'm a hairy mother. I don't have a ton of hair, but yet I'm still hairy. I know that sounds weird, but I'm hairy. You take it. My husband calls me Wolfie. So I always keep it back if I'm doing anything that I definitely don't want hair, falling down in. But thank you, Cindy, so much for coming on again. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's keep going. So we're still doing smoked birch and amber, and it does smell good, but it's gonna smell even better once it's done curing. I didn't even show you guys, did I? There, like I said, so it's a fairly simple bar. You can't hardly even see the swirls yet. They'll start popping out. Give it a few days, and then definitely a couple weeks, and you'll start actually seeing that there are two colors in there. It's just so weird though that it's so different when from the time that I make it. Sorry, I have to kind of get out of screenshot for just a minute so I can start moving some stuff around. I'm going to try to not get myself stuck in here like I always seem to do, or then I'm having to move stuff around when I go to stamp. So I'm going to try to be smarter. Do I ever do the Soap Challenge Club? I have not. I don't even really know what all is involved in that. I've seen it. Thank you, Cindy. I've seen like other soapers and posts and stuff talk about it, but I'm not really even sure what it's all about. And I'll be honest. Again, I don't know what all is involved in doing that, but the thought of having to do anything additional to all the shit that I have to do now is too overwhelming. So, I don't know if you just post a photo or what, but I've got so much on my plate as it is. I don't do a lot of extracurricular types of things. And that seems like that would be kind of an extracurricular type of thing to do. Have you? What is it? Something that, I don't know. It's like, what do you get out of it? And I don't know, maybe that's even a bad way to think about it, but like, is it something that you like win a prize, or does it somehow like do something for your business, or is it just like a contest that, like I said, I don't know anything about it. I've never really looked into it. Oh, grabbed one when I wasn't done cutting this one. Ooh, I can feel some humidity coming. I almost think I need to turn my fan on. I thought maybe I could avoid the fan this morning, but now I'm feeling some humidity, which is always, I should actually say I'm thankful for with our dry heat. A little bit of humidity. Put some moisture in my skin, man. I'm always fighting the dryness with my skin. Okay. Yeah, that'll get better. It's like now the scent is better. It's still kind of wonky. There's a new challenge every month with a new theme. Oh, okay. For example, this month They are learning ruffles. Ruffles? Isn't ruffles like an apparel thing? I have no idea what ruffles could mean in the soap world. Do tell. I don't even know what that could be about. So that means that you have to make something specifically just for the challenge. I'm going to be honest, there's no way I'm going to do that. Or just to show your work. Okay, yeah. I don't have time to like make soap that's like just for a contest or something. But it sounds like, I mean, I'm sure it's fun. I just want to know what soap ruffles are. Ruffles on top of the soap. So that, like, does that just mean like a texturing technique? I've never heard of, oh, I wonder what that looks like. I need to probably look for that. It's for the challenge. I look at it going, to me, all soap making is a bit of a challenge because things sometimes just happen that you don't anticipate. Or even when you do anticipate it, sometimes it's, like yesterday, like I anticipate that both of these recipes can be a bitch. I already know that. But the challenge is, are you gonna beat it or is it gonna beat you? And I was 1 for 2 yesterday. I beat the smoked birch, but the bay rum won yesterday. Kind of, we'll send you a picture later. Yeah, do that. Am I a one-woman show or do I have any employees? Just me. It's just me. I do not have employees at this point in my business. My husband helps me with certain things, but I would say I'm pretty much like 95%. It's all me, baby. And I'll be honest, even though I totally want to get to a point to where I would need employees, to where I would need them because I literally would be growing so much that I just can't even do it all myself. I totally want, and I some days feel like that already. But also, I am not looking forward to having employees. I'm going to be honest, which I know is probably not great. I don't know. I just employees can just be such a pain in the ass. Can be a complete pain in the ass, and I'm a bit of a control freak. And even though I am a control freak, I don't know if I have unrealistic expectations. I don't know if I would be a good boss. My husband and I work well together, but that doesn't necessarily mean I would be the same with a stranger. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do when that time comes. I'm not really sure what I would do. And the years before I started my own businesses, my background is like office management. But office management for small businesses. I only worked at, small places. So I was only dealing with, maybe up to like 5 people. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know too much. So that's just like, I don't even know where my brain wants to go with that yet. If I would be good at being a good boss, because I would want to be a good boss. I wouldn't want to be an asshole. And I don't and I know I'm not an asshole. I know that I'm not an asshole. But I don't know if I would, just be like too if my expectations would just be too high. Because I've been working, for myself for almost 20 years. So I know I would be a horrible employee because I would probably be telling my bosses to F off, let me just do it my way because I know what I'm doing, type of thing. So I don't know if I would be a good boss or not. Hi, chicken love. Happy Saturday. Happy Soapy Saturday. Happy Soapy Saturday. Okay, you guys, so I am done cutting the smoked birch. Just doing a little bit of cleanup over here. Since I stupidly forgot to bring a towel out. Paper towels are not the greatest at cleaning this kind of stuff up. I am going to just move my stacks over just a little bit, just to give myself a little bit more room here. Let me see. Hold on. I'm just got to go out of shot a little bit. Just move these down and out of my way. And hopefully they won't all topple over. Okay. Okay. So now we're going to do the bay rum. I'm actually embarrassed. I was this close to not even going to do these live, because I hate not making something that I'm proud of once I'm done, and I'm not proud of these. I want to be proud of my work. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Oh my God, what the fuck? Stuck. God, see, that's why. I got batter in between the liner and the mold, so it totally stuck. Let me get this out. Let's see if I can get it out. Come on. Come on. Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is just interesting content, right? But now's the time to get it out. Okay. There. Oh, God. What's this going to look like? Oh, but it's so important to also show it when it goes wrong. Yeah, okay. I guess you're just gonna stick to the positives. Well, that's good. Hello, my wife loves your soap and hair wash. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so happy that she likes it. Thank you so much for joining. The sewing Santa, is that what that says? The sewing Santa. Oh my goodness. It sounds like the swirl technique applied to the top of the soap. Oh yes, I probably, did I not show the top of the smoked birch? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. That was lame. Yeah, so I did swirl the top and then used, a chopstick to kind of have some fun with it and get a little bit of peeky peeks at the top, but kind of gives a swirl look. Oh, I have a feeling that this is going to look like shit. Just looking at the sides. Oh, damn it. All right, you guys ready to see some ugly ass soap so far? New soapers have anywhere to go with mistakes if we all act like it doesn't happen. I know, you're right. I know you're right. You're totally right. But let's be honest. I can be vain and not want to show my mistakes or things that, don't come out all pretty like I want. All right, so let's just do it. Let's just pull the freaking Band-Aid off and show you how hideous this looks. This is Bay Rum. Number one, look at the top. The top is ugly as fuck. And look at how the sides came out all gnarly. We'll see what it looks like when I cut it. I hope. All that I can say is I have had ugly soap, and I just then sell it for a discount. I don't like doing that because I don't like losing money. I'm in this for the business. I am a business, so it upsets me. It upsets me. God. And I know you are dying inside right now. I am. And Cindy, it is not gorgeous. I'm hoping that maybe you meant that for the smoked birch, because I am definitely not looking for anybody to blow smoke up my ass. I know, because my husband was trying to do that last night. He's like, oh no, I think this is gonna look great, and blah blah blah, this and that. And I'm like, oh honey bun, please don't blow smoke up my ass. If it looks ugly, just say that looks fucking ugly. All right, this one isn't quite as bad. It isn't as gnarly on the sides. There's a little bit of gnarl on that side, and just a little bit more gnarl. But do you see how this shows that, especially like this one? Remember how I was saying in the very beginning that I literally was having to scoop it out with my hand and smash and smash and smash, and so I had hot soap. I have my gloved hand, of course. It was gloved, but I'm smashing it down as my hand is on fire, and so that's why it's like this. It's not smooth because it literally was a handful trying to smush it in, you know. But it sure smells good though. It sure smells good. But if I don't know, if I will say this, I will find another fragrance oil and try it. And if this happens again, then I'm dropping it. And I've had Bay Rum for years, but I'm not going to put up with this shit anymore. I'm not going to put up with it. And I did all the right. That's actually what. Hi, Elsa. Thank you for joining. That's what irritates me almost even more, is that I knew that this was going to accelerate, and I still did all the right things, and I still failed. So that's what is a bummer, when you know that you did all the right things. Like I didn't overbeat. I hand stirred the fragrance oil. I mean, I kept it nice and slow. I soaked it, cool. I didn't do a water. I did all these things to try to help that damn fragrance oil, and it still treated me like shit. It still treated me like shit. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah. So. Damn. What a fucker. What a disappointment. All right. That's all right. Just suck it up. Just keep moving on. Just keep moving on. We're going to just keep our fingers crossed that once I cut it, it won't. Oh, no. Can't. Oh, my God. Come out. Wow. Oh, my God. I can't get this. This one's really. Sorry, you guys. Oh. Wow. I am working up a sweat. Yeah. Oh my God. I can't get it out. I can't wait for the cut. Yeah, I can. I can't get it out. How am I going to cut it if I can't get this sucker out? Oh my God. What the hell? What is going on? It doesn't even look like I spilled on the side. There's no spillage on the side. I don't know why this thing isn't coming out. Oh, okay, there we go. Mother. God, I feel like I just gave birth. God. Yeah. And all that to see what that horrible side looks like. All right, you guys. Let me try to... Sorry. I'm sorry for all the F-bombs. I'm just like so irritated. So irritated. But, okay. All right, this one came out fine. I didn't have to put up a sweat at all. Oh, but yet, not even spilled on that one. How anything spilled when it wasn't even liquid, I have no idea. It was liquid for like 2 seconds. Oh, this one's bad. All right, you want to see a real bad one? Look at the voids on that side. You see that? This void is like, I could stick my finger in it. That's void. Look at all the voids on this one. Oh, that's a bummer. There's definitely going to be some bars that are not going to be able to sell for full price. Yeah. So you guys expect to see some 50% off bars on this one. I can tell right now. Oh, you mother. Why am I having... It's not budging. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Okay. But it happens, I guess, right? That fragrance really did a number on your soap. Yeah, it did. It really did. And that's just why I'm pissed off. It really did. And and I know that some people may say, oh, well, then don't use fragrance oils. I have used other fragrance oils that this doesn't happen to. I can use, there's certain essential oils, the same thing will happen. So that has no, and you get a cookie cutter and make embeds of the center instead. No, that's not a bad idea. Oh, this is another one, terrible voids. You see that? Terrible voids. So yes, if you are a new soap maker and you want to see what happens when you get a really bad acceleration, here's an example. Here's an example of 8 molds. 8 that are all going to look like shit. Do I have a mallet? Oh, 100. Yeah, I use my mallet to do the soap stamping. That's what I use to stamp the soaps. And I tried pressing it down, get a cookie. Oh yeah, okay, loaded, unfortunately. Moon crack soap. Yeah, look at all that. When I was smashing it down, I ended up getting like a whole bunch. I'm gonna have to clean my molds out. Oh, because I just have so much time to do that extra work. This one's even worse. I think this is the worst one yet. Oh, man. Oh, God, look at this. Can you see? Look at that. I can stick a whole finger in that void. You see that? Oh, it's awful. Oh, it's just so disappointing. It makes me want to cry. Okay. All right. So that was the worst one, it looks like, so far. That was the worst one. And my molds got so filthy, I'm going to have to probably spray them with a power washer. Sing it, Janice. You'll make me feel better. Ugly. Well, ugly bars. Ugly. All right. Let me clean this up, and then we're going to get to cutting and seeing if there's anything that I can salvage. All right. But you know what I need to do? I need to drown my sorrows in some donut. Drown my sorrows in a donut. And listen to Janice. She'll calm me down. Mind if I turn it up just a little bit? I'll buy the ugly bars. I know that they'll be sold. I don't have any, because I have already done that before. It's just a hurt on the pride. Let's be honest, I don't know. It's just my vanity. Who likes failure? Nobody. right. We're gonna get one going. All right. I know. I hope I'll be able to cut through it too. You're right, Cindy. Exactly. I can crank this up. Are you a Janice fan too? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Give me just a second. I'm gonna turn up just a little bit. Especially this song. This is one of my favorites. It's almost over though. Right? It's a great song. All right. I'm not gonna keep it up too long or too loud for too long because I didn't put the message on Instagram about the music, and I don't want him to turn me off. But I do love this song. Okay, cutting out doesn't seem to be a problem. Oh my god. I mean, okay, yeah. Look how yeah. That's not a swirl. That's a blob. I mean, some of them, aren't as bad. I mean, it's not terrible, terrible, terrible. So I think I'll be able to, sell some, but I think probably this whole batch is going to be either completely discounted or a slight discount, one or the other. Great song. Love you, Janice. What a shame that we lost her way too early. She would have had so much more music in her that we could have enjoyed for decades. Yeah, this is a bummer. These are not fun to look at. You guys, it happens. I know, but it Okay, hold on. Let me turn this back down. Even though I love me some Hendrix. Can I rebatch it? I won't do that though. I won't waste my time. I'm so frustrated. I had a batch made with craft beer accelerate, and on me like that, it's hard not to let it bother you, even though we know it happens to a lot of us. Yeah, my beer soap does the same thing. And I have to be super, super careful with that. And that's where it's like, I don't know why, but so many of my beer soap, cedarwood thyme basil, bay rum, and smoked birch, there's 4 of them. So out of all my soaps that behave badly, it's the men's. I don't know why. But the tobacco vanilla, the charred rosemary, those behave very nicely. So 2 out of my men's line behave themselves, and 4, I'll say 3.5, because smoked birch, even though it behaves, it's temperamental, but I can usually deal with it. But the beer, the bay rum, and the cedarwood thyme basil are actually like my 3 least favorite ones to work on because they're assholes. And oh god, that's just freaking ugly. I mean, come on. That's ugly. Ugly. They're just ugly. Yeah, I just have a feeling all of these are gonna just be, or I don't think I'm gonna have anything that I'm gonna be able to sell for full price. Okay. Move past it, Christine. Just move past it. I gotta just keep telling myself that. I don't even know why I'm bothering cutting the ends off of this. I mean, I probably shouldn't even bother cutting the ends off because the whole things look awful. I don't know. Well, I will say that almost looks like a little heart. Is that one positive thing? It looks like a cute little heart. These are just, I mean, come on. I mean, there's, no, this is not proud work. Not proud work. They smell so good though. That's what sucks. They smell so good. They smell so good and have like great cleansing properties with the activated charcoal and the, French red clay. So, all right. Well, whoever likes bay rum and needs a really deep cleansing bar, you're gonna be able to get this for a great discount in a month. Yeah, you're gonna be able to get this for practically nothing. Oh wow. I just wish I remembered where I got. See, I would have. The only thing I can think of why I would have changed brands was because, sorry, my eye is totally itching. I totally shouldn't even be touching my eye, but unless it was discontinued or something, and maybe that's why I then changed brands. Because I know when I first started making this bar, I didn't have this problem. I didn't have this problem at all. So I don't know. I can only assume that I must have, but that was a long time ago. So my brain can't remember. Hi, you guys. Thanks so much for joining. And for all the new people that have joined this morning. Oh my goodness, I've gotten 5,000 likes. Thank you. I apologize that I haven't even noticed that. I've been so caught up in my own brain. Thank you guys so much. I feel terrible that I haven't thanked you for that. You guys are awesome. I've been caught up in my own misery, and that is not cool. So you know what? Thank you for those hearts. I really appreciate it. Geez. Well, but for those who are just joining, what you're now seeing is a soaper's nightmare. What soapers don't want to see when they unmold and cut open a soap that they just made is a freaking hideous looking bar that didn't behave well at all. So you're not seeing a nice, pretty bar with me this morning, which is a bummer. But thankfully this doesn't happen very often. So let's. I'm sorry, I'm just rocking out a little bit. So let's talk about good things instead, and not messed up, ugly soap. Thanks, you guys, so much for joining. But we'll get through it. These are cutting well. I hope they're gonna still stamp okay, because they almost feel like they're hardening up fairly quickly, even just from unmolding them. Sorry, when I hear music that I love, I can't help but move. That's like on Thursdays when I listen to disco. I look like a dancing fool. I look like a dancing fool. 5,500 likes. Oh, thank you so much, Cindy. You are really awesome. You're like my little cheerleader. I love that. You're so cool. Thank you. Hi, Vicki. Thanks for joining. I haven't heard this song in a long time, too, so. Oh my God, an actual swirl? Oh! 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 Did I get like 2 bars that actually have a little tiny itty tiny bit of a swirl in it? Oh my God, are there actually going to be a few bars that I can, thank God, a few. I mean, they're not completely beautiful, but at least it's an actual swirl and not a chunk. Okay, I have, yay! I'm the dancing queen. I am. All right, I'm at least happy to think that maybe one loaf is gonna be okay. for not having to be immediately put on the clearance rack. Yeah, I don't. The swirls don't have to be perfect, but come on, man. I wanted it to at least be an actual swirl and not a blob. Okay, yeah. See, there's at least a few swirls, right, and not blobs. So, all right. Well, okay. Now I'm all right. Now I'm feeling a little positive. Maybe there'll be more. Maybe I can get two. Thanks, Lisa. I know. Yay! Can I get two loaves that at least? Okay, yay! Here's at least it looks like more of actual, swirls. Again, they're not the prettiest swirls I've ever done, but at least they're considered swirls. But without the peaks on top. Because see, you want to know what they're supposed to look like. So the bay rum is supposed to have a very high peaks. This is a high peaked bar that I do, right? You see all those peaks, and then it should have, full, swirls, actual swirls, right? See that? That's what they're supposed to look like. So it end up looking like this without a peaked top. I'm like, now I got to look at this and go, well, if some of these at least are salvageable, I'm wondering, am I going to have to re-photo shoot? Oh, God, because the tops look so different. But then, my husband isn't a huge fan of the high peaks. And he's like, you don't really need to do all that, fancy high peaks with Guy soap. So I don't know, because he was like, oh no, maybe just go ahead and keep a flat top. And I'm like, but the flat top isn't even a pretty flat top. And he's like, but it's a Guy soap. It doesn't need to be pretty. These are the conversations that we have. So I don't know. What do you think, you guys? Do you think, in your opinion, I'm going to have to re-photo shoot, or should I just, no, I'm not talking about the ones that I can't sell for full price. Those are just going to go on discount. That's just all there is to it. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I need advice. What do you guys think? What do you think? Do I have to photo shoot it so that it shows, or do I just make a note in the description that says some batches have flat tops and some have peaked? I don't know. People probably don't want to hear that. They're probably going to need a photo. What the hell? I don't know what to do. No advice, you guys? No, come on. Tell me, if you're a customer, what do you think? If you're a customer and you went on to somebody's site and you saw a photo of a bar that looks like this, and then in the description it says some bars may have a flat top, some may have a peak top. Is that acceptable, or would you be like, oh, hell no, I don't want something that looks like this if I see a photo like that, right? Yeah. I'm sure I'm answering my own question. So just more work. I'm back. Oh, you're back. Okay. It's handmade. Nothing is totally like you see it. No, I understand that. And I actually do, put in my descriptions that, not every bar is going to be identical, which and for that reason. But this is pretty different. Right? I mean, that's pretty different. That's just right. I don't want to be, I don't want anybody to feel like you'd think the description is acceptable, huh? Okay. Any more feedback? I would love to hear like a few different people, because I don't, this is one of those things to where there's been a couple bars that I've like changed the look of, but I shot them again, because they look so different. But that's because I was also going to change it, continue. It's going to be that way going forward. This isn't necessarily how I want it to go forward, or maybe it should be. I don't know. I hate how sometimes I can't make up my mind, and I can't Yeah, so I'm gonna be able to at least get some usable bars out of this batch. So maybe 2 out of the 8 loaves. That sucks. But then these have voids on the side. I can't sell those like that. I don't know. I'll probably have to sleep on it or sit on it. I've got several weeks while these cure to think about what I want to do about it. Hi, you guys. Thanks for joining and seeing my failed accelerated bitch of a batch. My bitch of a batch. Bitch of a batch. Oh, sorry, I just got a weird notification on my phone. Okay. All right, that's it. Yeah, I'm thinking that I may, if I'm lucky, maybe 3 out of the 8. Not happy. Not happy about that. All right, let me do my cleanup. If we only talking the discounted bars, the note that the discounted bars have other. Oh yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, I'm at 7,000. Oh my goodness, you are awesome. Um, yeah, the discounted ones. If I ever do what I call my ugly clearance soaps, and that's only happened a couple times in the past, so obviously it's now happened again. I basically just use the same listing and just duplicate it and then say, hey, this is ugly. It's just going to be chunky or whatever, and kind of put in a little disclaimer on that, but that everything else about the bar is fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't re-photo shoot or I don't spend any extra time on those soaps that I'm selling at a discount like that. But for the soaps that are still sellable, like sellable, full price sellable, that they still look okay, they don't have voids, they can still. That's the one that I'm thinking. Am I going to have to re-photo shoot it because the top looks so different than the photo? The top looks so different, and I just don't know if people would be okay with being told, oh yeah, some batches may have flat tops and some have peak tops. What if you do a 3-pack of them, of the not so pretty ones? Yeah, well, the ones that are ugly as hell, those I'll just put up for 50% off. So because I just want to then unload them, and I don't want to waste my inventory space on these ugly things. And plus, I don't like to be reminded of my failure. So I want him to go away. But somebody says you like them. Michelle, you like them? You like that ugly top? You like the flat ugly top? Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody does. But I'm really just going to have to think about what to do with that. Okay, so let me just clean up my my cutter here before I put it away, and then we're gonna do some stamping. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're not doing too bad. Seems like I did this a bit quicker than I have been doing in the past. Oh, this is too much. All right, let me just do a quick wipe down here. I try to keep my stuff clean. I know my cutter needs a good deep cleaning now. It's ready for a deep cleaning. But I'm not going to do that on a live because actually, you'd be surprised at sometimes the things that people do on lives that absolutely shock me, that get tons of views, that you're just like, wow, I don't know if these people are just sitting there all stoned or something, and they're just like this, like little zombies watching, people doing really mundane things. Maybe. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Oh, some nights that's how I am. I'm just staring at my phone because I'm brain dead. I'm exhausted and brain dead. You're ready for a deep cleaning, aren't you, Mr. Cutter? Cutter that I love so much. It's a good cutter. Good cutter. Okay, let me just finish cleaning up my workspace here. And then I'm going to just move the cameras over so that we can get into the stamping side of the table. I have to do that on the other side of the table. Move these down. Sorry, I'm out of. Just try to bring my stacks over. Make it easier for me once I'm on the other side, so I can reach them. These away, that over there. Okay, all right, I'm ready to turn the thing around. Okay. Even though I think I might need, why don't I just finish my donut? I think I'll finish my donut now. Thank you so much for joining as I'm talking with my mouth full. So does anybody have any fun plans for this weekend? I'm working. How about you guys? I gotta start working on my fall and holiday collections to plan them out. So that's what I'm doing. I've already started, but I need to nail down what I'm going to be doing new, because I am going to be bringing in some new products. Oh, thank you for the follow. Yeah, as long as the weight is the same. Yeah, Michelle, the weight of the bars, any of the bars that have really bad voids, those I would never even, I would never sell those for full price, because if they have voids, let me show you one. It has, it's way at the bottom of the stack. But even something like this, where, see how it's like wonky because the sides have voids? I would never sell that for full price. Yeah, I would never do that to somebody. But, so that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, is pull out all my notes and inspiration and start working on some new recipes. Planning, soaking, sleep, repeat. Yep. That is basically the life of a soap maker. It's a lot of work. And you didn't mention like social media, fulfilling orders, ordering ingredients, all that other stuff too, right? Try to have a life, try to eat, play with your dog, play with your cats, kids, whatever, trying to do all that stuff too and run a business. It's, well, I think with any business, if you're putting your whole heart into it, you're probably working hard. I see that. I follow a lot of Facebook groups and things like that, and just seeing a lot of small businesses out there that are, you probably don't even realize, unless you have a small business yourself, you don't even realize how much of your life is all about your business, and everything is content. Yeah, everything is content. Everything is content. Yeah, exactly. Mine. Yeah, it sure is. I'm gonna put my coffee over there because I'm gonna be on the other side. All right, you guys. So I'm just gonna move the cameras over so that I can then be on the other side of the table. Hold on. I just want to. I forgot to close the drape so you don't see like ugly stuff. Hold on. Because you're seeing enough ugly soap. I have drapes over like the water heater because my shop is in my garage, and then my husband's dark room, I put a drape over that because you just see like all his screens and stuff, and it just looks not pretty. Oh, uh-oh, come on. Yeah. Oh, really? You're not really gonna get stuck on me, are you? Don't get stuck. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Is that not too bad? My husband got me a new mat for this side of the table because what I was noticing was we have the big mats on the other side. What I called the making side, like the making side of the table, like that's the side of the table that I make everything. So I'm standing on that side of the table for, 6-8 hours or whatever, however long I'm making that day. But then I'm on this side of the table when I'm cutting, as well as doing my Thursday lives, because I fulfill orders on this side and I do other miscellaneous things on this side. So I do use both sides a lot. And he was just, saying like, God, I'm noticing that it seems like on Thursdays or whenever you're on this side, your back is killing you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know. So he got me a mat. So I'm hoping that this will be my first day using the mat on this side. And I'm hoping to feel a bit of a difference on my back. But I'm not going to feel the complete difference on my back until I have surgery. So I'm still working on that. All right, so let me put my coffee down. Let me grab a tray. Okay, so you soapers know what I'm doing now, but for you non-soapers that are with me this morning, I just cut all my soaps that I made yesterday, and now I'm going to be stamping them with my logo that I totally forgot to pull out. Hold on. Oh my God. I forgot all my stamping stuff. All right, so I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. I'm going to need that. And I'm going to need that. Okay. So, got my mallet, got my alcohol, and got my stamps. So, and then once I stamp, I'm going to then line everything up on, it's basically a cookie tray, like a cookie tray. It's a baker's sheet. And then I'll put it up on my cure rack, which is basically a baker's rack. But for us soapers, we use them to cure our soaps because they are perfect for that. You are free to use any comments I say about your products because they are exceptionally made. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I thank you for the love. I appreciate it. God, I'm so bad at pronouncing things, and I apologize. Tolavejo? Am I saying that right? I'm trying. I'm terrible with terrible. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. You should see me trying to say anything in Spanish because my husband, he speaks a little Spanish. He says that he's actually really bad at it. Oh, let me just show you guys real quick. Remember how I was saying the smoked birch, how quickly it starts to change? Look how dark it is now. And we've only been doing this for less than an hour and a half. So do you remember when I showed it to you when I first cut it and it was very, very light, almost just yellow? and now you're starting to see the brown starting to darken, and then later you'll start to see the orange coming through. This is this is the trippiest bar I do. You're in Spain. Oh, right on. Hi, Tanya. Thank you for joining. In Madrid. Oh my goodness. But is it it's are you how are you dealing with the heat out there? I'm just hearing with the fires and the heat, and I just feel so bad for Europe right now. We're used to it, especially here in California. But I know Europe is not set up for this crazy weather and these fires, and my heart just is breaking for everybody out there. Absolutely breaking. Thank you so much, Cindy. You're so awesome. Hi, Beauty Skin. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you. I'll just, now that I'm closer to my phone, I can at least start doing some waves and all that kind of stuff. Thank you. My glove is like completely just disintegrating. I really obviously bought the worst gloves ever. All right, let's just get to some work here. Let's just get to some work. So my tools, actually I don't need both stamps. I'm just doing men's today, so I don't need my ladies stamp, because I do have a different logo. I have separate logos for the men's and ladies soap in lines, basically. So I just need the men's stamp. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start stamping my Ugly Bayrons. And I do stamp even the ones that I'm going to be selling on clearance that are ugly as F. I will still stamp them so that you're still getting a full-blown Sunny Bunny Gardens product. Just not one that I'm completely proud of. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. 1, 2. Look at this. It's like, it's I don't understand why this happened. I might as well just take it off. But I know if I can't, I won't be able to put another one on because my hands are starting to swell in the heat. So it just is what it is. It's just going to look weird. Looks like my skin is falling off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesus, these look awful. These are terrible. Oh God, I can just sometimes be so self-absorbed. There I was asking you guys, what are you guys doing for your weekend? And then then I forget that I asked that. Even if you consider them ugly, they're still amazing. Oh, well, you were just too damn sweet, because you've joined a bit later and haven't seen so far how incredibly ugly some of these are that they came out. But I appreciate your kind words. Like I said, they'll still work amazing. They still smell amazing. They're just, not up to the standards that I prefer to have in my soap bars. But some of them are okay. All right. So, trick for stamping crafts. Gorgeous crafts. Trick for stamping soap, there, you got it out, thank you, is alcohol. Spray your stamp with alcohol. That will help with it sticking in the soap. And make sure it isn't upside down. I have made that mistake, and I've tried to learn from that mistake to never do it again by stamping upside down. Believe it or not, the stamp is actually making some of these look a little better. I don't know why, but it is a little bit. Especially on some of these that the swirl came out okay. Okay. All right. So there's one stamped. So it doesn't look too bad stamped. Even, let's see, even which, like one that I would consider, well, these aren't a lot of too many total ugly ones. But this is not a great one. But even I think with the stamp, it looks a little bit better. All right, 1, 2. So when these are all done curing, I will definitely be literally going through them one by one and putting them into 2 different piles of complete, complete clearance or regular priced, or maybe just a slight discount. I don't know. I'll either be doing 1 or 2 or 3 options there, depending on how these look. Maybe once they're done curing, I won't be so hard on them. So for non-soapers, you'll see that I keep the bars about a quarter inch between each bar so that we can get really good airflow throughout the bar, and that is what is going to help get the water to evaporate out of the bar, and then you can get a really nice hard bar that will last you longer. Your 10-year-old grandson is taking over the lavender citrus. He likes it, huh? I've heard that guys like lavender. I mean, I have one of my men's body butters is the black pepper lavender, and it's, I added the black pepper to give it a little bit more of a spiciness to it. But yeah, guys, and I had actually heard that years ago when, I don't know, do any of you ever remember that company Party Light candles? I was addicted to Party Light candles. I mean, when was this? Like back in the mid 2000s or something. It was really, really popular when everybody was, doing the house parties, and those you go and you buy, and then you try to get people to then sell and all that kind of stuff. Well, I never did that, but I would always buy and go to any party I was invited to. And I don't even want to tell you how much money I spent on Party Light candles back in the day. I mean, I literally had drawers full of candles. I was a candle freak. But the Party Light ladies, we're always talking about how surprisingly men like the scent of lavender. It's like calming, not only to us women, but for the guys too. Literally, it's like my skin is peeling off this glove. So yeah, lavender is awesome. Oh, Cindy, so that's what you're doing. You're working on crafts. Sorry. See, I ask a question and then I go off on a tangent and forget that I asked a question. So you're doing crafts. Oh, fun. Crafts is always fun. Is there something specific that you're doing? Like you sewing or what? What kind of crafts? I don't have, gardening is pretty much the only extracurricular thing I do, because I don't have time to have like any like quote unquote hobbies or anything, because this was actually a hobby originally. Was soap making was my hobby along with gardening. And then I turned it into a business. All right, so let me put these out. Hi, Simple Rain Soaps. Nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Queen. Hi, Bath Jams. Thank you so much. Hi, Jessica. Thank you so much for joining. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am here to answer them. Hopefully I can answer them. I'm always nervous that I'll get asked questions that I'll be like, I don't know. But if I don't know, I'll tell you. If I don't know, I'll let you know. But hopefully I can answer any questions. Okay. Oh, that is just ugly. Sorry. Where are you going, honey? Oh, I didn't know you were running errands today. Okay. All right. Love you. Always got to say I love you because you never know. Hey, you have a new shirt.
Had to buy an outfit.
You did you buy yourself an outfit?
I bought myself an outfit.
Okay, yeah, we're talking about the fact that
I like them.
no, you haven't seen them yet. The majority, probably 5 out of the 8 loaves, are gonna have to go on clearance. They're hideous. Yeah.
So you have it sell.
So yeah, so I'll be. That's what I said. So in about in a little over a month, if you guys want these for a discount, you're gonna get them for a discount. Yeah.
Get an email. Give them free parking.
Yeah. Right. Okay, honey. Love you. It's so cute when he says, "Oh, line says bye." You paint ceramics. Oh yes. It's so cute when he says, when he's like, "Oh, I got an outfit." He's joking, of course, but I don't know. It's just one of those, wife, husband, like funny things that nobody else is probably gonna think is funny. But I'm sorry, there is nothing funnier than a dude that says, "I just got an outfit." It's just, and then he says it just like that because that's what I say if I get an outfit. I'll say, "Oh, I got a new outfit." And so he does it, but it's hilarious to see a man say it. And so like, "Oh, yeah, I've got a new shirt." Usually he tells me when he buys something, but he didn't tell me he bought that shirt. But yeah. And I didn't know he was going to go be running errands. I know that after, so if any of you were here during that one, hi, D Artist. I actually don't have people join my lives. Number one, I don't know how to do it. And number two, especially if I don't know you. So, but if you were on with my a Soapy Saturday, was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago when I was starting to get freaked out because there was somebody like driving by, and I have the garage door open just to, for the lighting, and wow, that is just the shittiest, wonkiest looking bar. Look at that. Oh no, are you a solicitor? Oh God, see, that's a thing. Hold on, you guys. I see that there's a solicitor starting to walk around. I'm going to close the door a little bit because they will totally walk up to me. So hold on. I just wanted to close it a little bit because hopefully it'll like discourage him from coming. Oh, and he's back. My husband is driving back. Hold on. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I know. No, he's right. Yeah, I am. Okay, I just closed the door almost all the way. Sorry, you guys. That was like, because last week I had some kid that was soliciting and came up 2 times during my live, twice. And I told him, like, dude, I'm doing a live right now. It's like not a good time. And then it was the previous week that there was somebody driving by like 7 times, and it was starting to freak me out. And my husband wasn't here at the time, and I was just getting nervous because it's like, I'm here by myself, and you just see like this car that's like going by your house that many times. Seems weird. So I'm almost surprised that he left because he even kind of said, "I don't know if I want to leave the house now," when you do lives with the garage door open. So he came back. He totally just came back right now to say, "Hey, you see that there's a solicitor?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I saw him, honey." So he's very, very protective. am very aware of people in our neighborhood that like technically quote unquote like don't live here. I'm starting to get hot. I'm gonna need to turn my fan on. I'm sweating. I don't like sweating. It's harder than it looks. Yep, it's harder than it looks, baby. I probably sound like a moron. I'm singing to the song, you guys. I don't know if anybody can hear what I'm listening to. So it's a long way to the top, baby. Oh, thank you guys for joining. Thank you, thank you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, Cindy, that's right. Yes, you paint ceramics. Oh, I did. I used to. Oh, gosh. Long time ago. And then in high school, I did, I took a pottery class. Oh my God, that was so much fun. My mom still has some of the things that I made, which a couple of them were actually pretty good. Not too bad. But I used to have acrylic nails back in high school, and I loved pottery. I loved that class so much, but I couldn't do it well with long nails, right? But I loved having long nails, and I loved the pottery class. So what I did was I just cut one hand off, because this was the hand, that I would use to, to go up or whatever. And kept the other side long, just so I would still have, which is so stupid. God, as teenagers, we're so lame. Oh my God, I could someday make my own soaps, be healthy and happy like today. Yeah, you can definitely make your own soaps. I mean, for sure. Just, start researching and learning, and definitely. I mean, that's how we all start, doing it is learning it, figuring it out, seeing what you like, what you don't like. There's lots of great tutorials on YouTube. There's some great books. Please let me know, if you want any suggestions. I'm more than happy to share some. Yeah, no, definitely. Yes, make your own soap. And hopefully it's not going to look like this bad. Okay, let me get these up on the rack. Let me see where they're going. They're going right there. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention, right? For soapers, new soapers anyways, or somebody that doesn't know anything about soap making, when you put your soap onto your tray, assuming that it's a metal tray like this one, you got to make sure you put down some kind of barrier. I just use parchment paper or like freezer paper or something like that. because the soaps will have a reaction to the metal. So just make sure that you don't put curing soaps on metal. Once they're cured, no problem. But you don't want to put them on while they're curing. They'll have a reaction. So that's just a little FYI tidbit for you. Line, are you still there? I know that you're a Janice fan. Have you ever heard this song? This is just like an outtake that from one of her albums that she just like made or like did kind of like on the spot. And it's just actually really funny. And I love listening to her laugh at the end. It's just so genuine. And I don't know. Maybe you've heard it, but I love this. I watched a documentary about her a while back, and just seeing like actual footage, and she just had such a fun personality, and she was just so no nonsense, and really said what was on her mind, and I just love her, and I really wish that we still had her around. She was an amazing artist. I don't even. Oh yeah. Singing along. Thank you so much for the hearts, Mia. You're a sweetheart. Thank you. Do you do a live with how you start a batch and pour into the mold? Okay, Cindy. So I'm being asked, obviously, because I'm doing lives now twice a week. This is something that I'm being asked a lot. So I'm nervous. I'm nervous to do it. But I am thinking that maybe Thursday's lives may not be every week, but I'm thinking maybe on a Thursday live, like a Thursday night, of just doing like one batch, not 16. That would just take way too long. But I'm thinking of maybe doing like one batch, but I would have it all prepped though, because it would take too long to show you like literally from the very beginning to the very end, like while I'm mixing the lye and doing, that's just would be too time consuming to do live. But I'm thinking, okay, well, if I get everything ready to where I'm basically got all my oils mixed and melted, and the lye solution is ready to where I'm literally then ready to pour, then that's then what I would go live is, okay, I've got everything ready, and now I'm going to be pouring and, mixing and, designing and all that kind of stuff. So with that, do you think sound interesting, you guys? That it, like I said, it would just be, it wouldn't be the measuring part. That would just be mind-numbingly boring for people to see me, measuring and doing all that kind of shit. But what if I have everything set up, and plus that would kind of show you guys too, like how I like set everything up, and then mixing and pouring and stuff. Does that sound like something maybe y'all would be interested? I know there's not a ton of you watching right now, but does that sound like something that you would enjoy watching? Because I'm thinking of doing that. Like I said, I don't know if I would do it every week, but maybe. I'm thinking a few people seem like they would be interested in that. Anybody else? While I do this, let me see if I get some interest. good song. Damn. Oh, such a good song. Anybody else comment on that? Do you have something between the soap and the metal rack? It's your soap? No. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So I had mentioned that just a little while ago that I use parchment paper that I lay on directly onto the tray, and then the soap goes on that, so that the soap is not touching the metal. We have a wedding at 5. Your husband's taking a bath. Oh, nice. Oh, right on. Hey, Luz. I absolutely love the lemon thyme scrub. Question: I've looked at a lot of videos on how to calculate recipes depending on molds, and truthfully, I need an idiot's course. I cannot for the life of me figure it out, so I just continue the same. Okay. So what are you using to calculate your recipe? You're using a calculator, I'm assuming? Can I send you my recipe after live? And if you have free time, can you make your comments? Mia, you can definitely send me your recipe. If I have any input, I'll definitely give it to you. Soap calc. Yeah. So hold on. What? Hold on, you guys. Just give me just a second. Okay. So I use the website thesoapcalculator.com. I just had to go look at it to remind myself. Thesoapcalculator.com. And you can then tell it how many ounces your mold holds. Like, so for instance, my 5-pound mold holds 63. I have to look. It's like 63. So that'll then tell the calculator, how much oils, can go in there. Then you need to know, like, if you're going to do it by percentage or ounces. I do it by percentage. So I know the percentage of the oils and butters that I use, that I use for my recipes. And it then does the calculating for me. I tell it, what is the percentage of water that I want, which technically usually I always end up decreasing it anyways. But that's besides the point. So I personally like that particular calculator. So that's what I would suggest to anybody that's having trouble figuring out how to put a recipe into the type of mold that they have. So you need to know how many ounces your mold holds, and you should know that by whoever you purchased it from. So, like, for instance, my molds are purchased through Nurture Soap, and they tell you how many ounces of oils it'll hold. So that's where I got that number from. And then I just plug that in, and it will do all the hard work for me. Use that one. I know Soap Calc. I've used Soap Calc to try to like figure out your lye to water ratio. I don't remember what I was using that for. I think it was that or something, because I was curious. It's like, okay, so what is supposedly but then I'm like, oh, who gives a shit? As long as I know how much water I'm putting in, and then the calculator tells me how much lye to put in. So I don't care what the ratio is. I know some soapers are way more technical than I am. And that's one thing that I kind of get a little bit nervous about when people like ask me questions, because I'm not a super technical soap maker. So when somebody says, oh, what's the ratio of lye that you use? I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. I can go look it up, but I don't know. I just know the percentages and the ounces that I use, so other soapers are way more technical. My Saturday is made for you. I'm at 10,000 likes. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Thank you. You are so awesome. Now I have to ask you, Cindy, are you the one that's doing all those hearts? Even if you are, I love you for that. Or you're just like sitting there just going, oh. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks so much for joining. Yeah, so oh my God, I gotta turn some fans on. Hold on. I'm just sweating like a pig now. And that just isn't attractive. Um, let me throw some fans on. Cause damn, I'm getting hot. Oh, that's a little too hot. Hold on. Let me turn that down just a little bit. Oh my lights are like gonna blow over. Okay. Oops, no, hold on. No. What did I do? Please turn on. Alright, thank you. Oh Jesus, that's too loud though. Hold on. Sorry you guys. I don't know why I can't seem to. Alright, and oscillate. I wonder if the batteries in my remote aren't working or something. Cause yeah, it's like I need a remote to go like 10 feet. God, we're so lazy. But if it comes with the remote, you just feel like you have to use it, right? No matter how far something is away from you, you just feel like you have to use it. Everything you buy now comes with the remote. Like we got a couple new space heaters this past winter, and they both came with remotes. And I'm like, really? You're too lazy to walk the 5 feet or whatever, however far away your little space heater is? Yeah. Those are the ones that I lose the remotes because I never use them. This one I do, but I don't always use them. All right, so I am seriously, I'm so close to thinking that Thursday I'm going to do an actual live soap making that I even wrote a post-it note about it. So if I wrote it down, I'm probably going to be very close to doing it. So happy I got a new phone. Yeah, TikTok is with us all the way. Yes, thankfully. I am not losing TikTok now because of the new phone. So I'm sure my husband's super happy about not having to have me steal his phone for 2 or 3 hours twice a week when I'm doing lives. Because it's like he wants to look at TikTok. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit it how much TikTok we watch. You know, it's just like that mind-numbing thing to do. Like at the end of the day, when you just want your brain to like not think of anything that you've been thinking about all day, like work, business, work. The problem, unfortunately, is then sometimes some of the things that you see start either upsetting you or making you think about other things. But I'm trying, lately anyways, to not watch as many TikToks about things that then just irritate me. And I definitely don't want to talk about those here, but let me just say politics. I get so angry. And that's probably not what my brain should be doing when I'm trying to then relax and get ready to go to bed. Okay, so I know I'm excited that you're excited, but I'm still saying it's a maybe line, okay? That it's a maybe, that I just have to make sure that I have everything set up because I definitely don't want to do something live that I'm not completely prepared for and F it up and, have like an issue or anything. And I'm a little nervous. That's when you have to set a timer. Yeah, I probably should, right? Set a timer on like when you're TikToking. My husband's really bad about losing track of time when he's on TikTok. That there's been so many times where we'll get up in the morning and I'll be like, God, how late did you go to bed last night? Because I'm like out. And he'll be like, oh, really late. And I was like, oh, God, were you TikToking? And he'll be like, yes. So I know it can sometimes get really bad. And then, and then I know what I end up doing is I start obsessing over other people's lives. Like I'll watch other people's lives. And then I'll just be like, just like obsessed. Like I will just sit there and watch somebody's live and, or just sit there and scroll just and watch the lives, not even like the TikToks. Okay, let me put this up. Yes, these are heavy. Okay, so let's stamp the smoked birch. And they've darkened up even more. Oh, starting to see some orange popping through. Do you see it? You're just starting to see the orange coming up. You'll start to see a little bit of swirl coming up here. Remember how I said that this is such a trippy bar? That this has only been 2 hours. 2 hours cut, and it's has a completely different look. Even the top looks a bit different. This is the only soap. Well, anything with alkanet root also is like that too. With when you first pour it, it's like blue, and then as it starts to mix with the lye, then it turns like lavender, and then it will turn. Then it will turn again while it's saponifying. And it'll kind of go back to like this midnight blue kind of look. And then as it's curing, it'll then start turning more purple and more purple and more purple. It's such a trip. I love seeing that. I know, it's very interesting to see how the colors change. And as well as the scent on this one. The scent is god awful when I first make it. And now it's still not there yet, but it's already getting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, look, you can totally start seeing. See that? This was all completely tan. If you were here at the start of the live. So in 2 hours, it's already completely modified. It's very, very interesting. Very cool. Ah. Oh crap. Sorry. I've had a really bad potty mouth this live. I guess I should probably apologize for that. I know, especially when I was opening up and cutting bay rum. I think I said the F-bomb probably 25 times. That's another thing that I'm nervous about doing a live, because I sometimes, I get emotional, like, if I'm having a hard time. But then if I'm smart, I'll make sure that I do what, something that I probably feel is easy, like easy, or I don't normally ever have problems with, so that I can seem like a normal person and not some crazy person that's like cussing and freaking out. And I won't talk a lot. So that's the other thing too. I just wonder if that would be boring to people, because I'm not going to be doing what I'm doing right now. It will be me having to concentrate on the work that I'm doing. And I don't know if that would, be completely boring it's one thing if other soapers are, watching, but, I am, let's be honest, I am doing this for my business to gain customers. And I just can't help but wonder if, a regular, person, possible customer, would not even stick around to like see what I'm doing because I'm not talking. I would probably then open it up for like a Q&A when I'm done. But is somebody going to stick around for, an hour or whatever? I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. What do you guys think? It's okay. But see, I mean, okay, you're a soaper, so you already know kind of what I'm doing. Um, well, that's what happens. You figure you're going to watch one or two videos and it goes past that. That's, um, yeah, because yeah, a soaper is going to know what I'm doing immediately, right? And if they then have questions, they can make note of that and wait until I'm ready to answer questions. Um, but a potential customer, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I can just try it and see. Okay. All right. So there's the smoked birch and amber as it is starting to morph into its colors and swirls. Well, hi, honey. What are you doing that you are watching my live right now? I thought you were running errands. You must be in line or something, huh? Are you in line somewhere? So here it is. The smell is already starting to improve. The scent, I should say, not the smell. The scent is starting to improve, and the colors are starting to pop. So I think any soap makers out there would enjoy your lives. Yeah, I mean that, like I said, that's great, and I love that. But I'm also trying to appeal to a customer too. So that's where I'm kind of a little stuck. Um, that I wouldn't be talking. I mean, maybe a little bit. I mean, because like, okay, so my husband's in here, and he's the one that like does the photographing and videoing when I'm making soap. So he knows. He's like, you always look so serious. Well, it's because I'm concentrating on what I'm doing, and he can and say something, which he probably won't, but he may say like, yeah, you don't really talk, and the little bit that we do talk, it's very, very little, and I don't have to read. He's like, he'll say verbally say something, so I'm not having to read anything. And I would have to keep the phone fairly far away so that you can see the entire table. You would need to see the entire table if I was going to do that. So the phone would have to probably be put up higher, or something like that. And I probably wouldn't even be able to see comments at all. It's a good idea. You like that idea? I don't know. We'll see. Many that I have seen do it for gaining customers, and you'll get interactions with other soapers. Oh yeah, like totally. So I'll probably do it. I mean, because it's like just to at least, even if it's only one time, to just see how it goes, and do something that I don't have problems with, like these bars. I would never do these live, or anything that I ever have like issues with, or that are overly complicated. Like I would never do sandalwood live. No, I have to concentrate way too much on that one. But some. So, hi, thanks, Diary. I think RMH, you've joined before. You look familiar. Thank you so much for coming back. 3, 4, 5. While you're working, yeah. I mean, I can. I would probably start it off by saying right off the bat, if you have any questions, wait till the end, because I won't be able to answer until I'm done, or something like that. Maybe I would even put it like in the you're able to like put a little opening information on your live. I'd probably do that too, just so people don't think I'm ignoring them. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything. One, two, three, four. Yeah, I thought I miscounted that one. One more row. Okay, little squirty squirt. I think that that solicitor got the hint. When I closed the, because nobody's come up. I'm so glad. Unlike that obnoxious kid last week. How long have I been standing on this new mat? Has it been about an hour? My back doesn't feel awful, so that's an improvement. But I am starting to feel that twinge. Oh, God, the thought that maybe someday I'm not going to have to deal with this pain anymore, I think is going to be life-changing. I hope I'm getting close to being able to get that surgery. Did I drop this? How did I dump that? I didn't drop anything. Why is there a dent? So Cindy, where are we at with the hearts? Are we getting up there? Are we getting up there? Because I don't think my thing is updating, because you've already told, even if you're still there, Cindy, I don't know if you're still there. I can't see you. Yep, about an hour. Yeah. It's not as bad as it normally would be. So I think that it's helping, but it's definitely not gonna like cure me. Not cure me, but you know what I mean. I'm still gonna have the pain. Are you guys able to tell me? I think Cindy might have left for the day. She was so awesome, like telling me what my count was, because it's not updating on my end. I was hoping for 5,000. Which type of soap do you stamp? This, I'm stamping right now the smoked birch and amber. It's one of my men's bars. So that's what I'm stamping right now. And I already finished the bay rum. So that's already up on the rack. But that's not one that I'm proud of today. Or I would show you. Yeah, it accelerated really bad yesterday. Really, really, really bad. So it did not turn out well. So if you all are interested in bay rum at a discount, it'll be coming to the workshop in about 4 weeks. They'll be on clearance. They will be on clearance. Well, I do really like the way that the smoked birch top came out this go round. It really came out very swirly, and I think it looks cool. I'm going to push this side because I need to do some photos. photographs of that one. Oops. And so if you guys didn't see my post, I think I posted yesterday that Mighty Mint was supposed to drop yesterday, and I flaked. You guys. So Mighty Mint, which is a new bar, I'll have it available on Monday instead. I meant to say that. I totally forgot. I flaked. Totally flaked. Forgot what week it was. Thought I still had time. And I'm late. I'm late for an important date of my release on that new bar. So my husband's working on the label, and I think it's going to be really cool. So make sure you check out the shop on Monday. Probably late Monday. Did I finish the donut? I sure did. I did before I started stamping. I finished that. But not my coffee, actually. Oh, it's after 12. I shouldn't be drinking coffee still. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. I'll switch to water as soon as I'm done. I try not to drink coffee past, like quote unquote lunchtime. And then switch it up to water for the rest of the day. Try to be better to my stomach. Thanks for your sweethearts, Mia. Almost done. Okay, looks good, looks good. Stamping is done. You know what? I think I may leave some of these out. I need to do some photography and stuff. Yeah, I am. I'm going to leave some of these on the table. I haven't done any table photography in a while, so I think I'm going to leave some of this stuff here to do when I'm done. I'll just leave this here for a few minutes. Okay, you guys. Hi, you guys. Cuts. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. Pamela and Bjarn Stova. Thank you so much for joining. I'm sorry that I'm murdering your names. Give me just a second. Let me sit down and finish my coffee and see if anybody has any more questions or anything before I sign off. I just need to sit down though, you guys. The new mat is helpful, but it's not completely. I have to rest my back. You're very welcome, Mia. Thank you for joining and commenting and all your hearts and all that kind of fun stuff. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't. Number one, I don't even know how to have people join my lives, and I also don't know how to do it, and I don't know you, so I'm not sure how to do that. So I'm just nicely saying no, thank you. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, because before I sign off, I'm gonna take. Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Take my gloves off, finish my coffee, and finish up, and then I'm just going to chill out, I think, for most of the day. I still have tons of dishes from yesterday's soap making that I have to finish. I don't always finish all my dishes on the same day that I make soap because I'm exhausted. And my back hurts, and I need to rest myself up, so then I finish them on Saturday. And then, like I said earlier, tomorrow I am going to be working on finalizing what I'm going to do for my fall collection and my holiday collection. I am going to be combining my holiday and winter collection and combining it into one, which in previous years I've had two, and I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to combine the two. So I'm going to work on that tomorrow. Sorry, I'm just getting a tweet. Work on that tomorrow. So hopefully I will have that all finalized so that I'll know what the hell I'm going to be making and put out some new products. I know I'm definitely going to be doing some new butters and new scrubs and new balms for those collections. So that should be exciting. And I'll start like kind of letting you guys know what's coming once I know. And then I'm going to have to start making them like right away. I technically I should have probably started this week, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to come to terms with the fact that I need to actually start thinking about fall and holiday collection. I mean, my God, I just, released the summer collection. It seems like just a few weeks ago. So you start to sometimes forget how quickly the year, time goes by. And well, thank you so much, Mapen Z Soaps. Thank you. Hi, Dia 3Z. So Diaz, I'm wondering if that means Diaz. So thank you so much. I'll throw you a wave since I'm close enough to my phone to do that. And hi, Lupita. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hi. So what else? So I'll be, and then I will probably throw up in stories like maybe midweek next week. I'll let you know if I'm gonna do a live soap making on Thursday. I'll give you a heads up on that so that if that's something that you're really interested in seeing, maybe you'll make a note of that. I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna say screw it and just do it and just see how it goes. It might be a complete failure. It might be a complete shit show. Or it might be great. I don't know. Well, I guess I'm not going to know unless I actually try it. But like I said, I actually wrote it down and put it on a Post-it. I actually put it on a Post-it. So that means that it's on It's on my mind to do. If it actually went from my brain to my hand to a pen and paper, I'm real close to actually doing it. I've just been so nervous about doing a live soap making thing. Yes, please, just do it. Thanks for the encouragement and thanks for the hearts to give me kind of. I guess I just do need that encouragement, that stepping over the threshold. I mean, hell, that's what it took me a long time to even get the nerve to do the lives. When I, first did my first live, I was almost puking. I was so nervous, and I did just have to say, screw it, just try it and see how it goes. We shall love it. I hope so. I hope so. We'll see. But yeah. So, okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go for the day so you can enjoy the rest of your weekend. And so I can finish up my work and then do my weekend of working. But I am going to do some, I think, I'm hoping maybe we'll take our dog over to the dog park. It's been so hot, we haven't been able to do that, but I'm thinking maybe it might be fairly cool enough. It's a little bit overcast, so as long as we feel that it's safe and healthy for her, then I think that we'll maybe get my ass out of the house too. Seems like bye line. I'm hoping to see you on Thursday. So hopefully I'll at least get to do that, to get out of the house for a little bit with our dog. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I'm sorry that I'm going to just be logging off while a few of you are just joining, but keep in mind, I am live on Thursday. Sorry, I got way too close to the camera, and that just is, who wants that? I will be back on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific, and then Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific to do soapy stuff. So I'll just leave it at that, just to do soapy stuff. So we'll see what happens on Thursday. But don't forget, Thursdays, though, is disco music. So if you're into disco, then please come back on Thursday. We'll do soapy stuff and listen to disco music, maybe do a little bit of dancing and looking like a fool, and we'll see. If I am going to make soap, I will not be having a cocktail, though. That I definitely don't trust myself to do that. You have a great day too, Mia. So thank you guys so much for joining. It was a lot of fun today. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.